Well. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tier 2 show tonight. Of course, brought to you by our favorite sponsors, CMH Group Suzuki, our new sponsors, Sim Racing, Racer Ray, and of course, L&A number plate signs and engraving. Guys, I want to welcome everybody on the views or on the YouTube channel. There's a few guys already chatting away, Panda and Sim Racing Captain Slow. Guys, welcome to the live chat. We are getting ready for the live show. We'll be another minute or two. I think there's one or two drivers. It looks like, no, I think everybody is in. As everybody will see, we're unfortunately only 13 drivers for tonight, due to the fact some of other drivers have other commitments that they need to get to, family, all that type of stuff. Everybody is a family person. So yeah, exciting race coming up. As you all seen in the video or will see in the future. And no, it's not Captain Fly Rona that flown the plane. It's Mr. Clinton Cole that flown the plane. But I'm not going to elaborate on it at this moment, sorry. You guys have to wait and see. If he releases it on the YouTube channel, I really do hope so. Because it's quite funny, actually. I really had a good laugh while he was landing. Or after the landing. You will see it in the video. I'll ask him to release it. So I'm going to play a bit of music in the background. And while this guy's ready up. And yeah, I see there's one ready up already, two ready up. Yeah, it looks like we're going to start now in the next minute or two. So guys, hang around, enjoy the music. And yeah, speak to you on the other side. Of course, yeah, so Racer has released new overlays for us. So I'm going to try and use it tonight. I'm still rusty. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Of course, Ray, if you're watching the stream, thank you very much for all your support and help throughout the day. Where we help you with beta and all that stuff. But you are the main oak there for us producing the overlays. Yep. All right, there. Oh, sorry, I couldn't get my volume button, but it looks like it's sorted now. All right, guys, I'm going to try give you some volume. Let's open that. That's fine. I get audio there. Let's minimize a few of the stuff in the background. Let's take that off, that off. Right. Copy first, setup, circuits. Take that off. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to organize my stuff here in the background. I didn't have much time to do it. The halo, take the halo off, it shouldn't be there. I think we are ready. That off, let's take ERS off, and that will give you a bit of a better screen. Right, of course, Osman has a penalty or qualifying ban, so I just caught my eye there in the background that he retired and I forgot to, yeah. So he does have a quali ban. So let's see who's out on track. There we go. Oh, one thing I need to take off is that. And I think we are sorted. Let's go on to Warrior. Let's see what Warrior's going to do. Who's out first? Warrior is out first, so he'll probably be the opening lap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open as soon as he goes onto that start straight, finish straight. I'm going to open the halo for us, and we're going to ride along Warrior for the first time on the Fusion Dream Stream second channel. Right, there we go. Let's put the halo on. Let's see what he does. Of course, Brazil Interlagos is known for Ayrton Senna's track, the famous Ayrton Senna that crashed in Imola. Serious crash there. Right, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Open the DRS. You can see battery ahead, battery more behind on his boss. I don't know what that's showing, but we'll try and figure out. There we go. That's so with the capability of nice Mr. Ray or Raymond. Just bring this a bit down. Sorry guys, there's a lot of stuff that has been done in the background that I need to try and figure out myself with you guys tonight. I just want to minimize a few stuff here. So there we go. Fastest lap, Jonah Slice, 109.245. Warriors doing a 110.1. Well done, Warrior. Well done, Jonah Slice. Let's take that off. Let's go to. Oh, sorry, my fault. I want to see what I can do with Jonah Slice there. Let's bring another driver up quickly. Let's go to. Oh no. There you can see the different times, sector times, but different drivers. Of course, Jonah Slice, he's in P1 currently. He did a 109.245. You can see the colors of the sectors will change drastically during the qualifying, where the green means he's done a personal best, purple means he's got an overall sector 1 best, and of course orange is just normal. Either he's not out on an out lap, or he's busy with a in lap, or whatever the case may be. So let's go to Keycracker. Let's see what Keycracker is doing for us. Well, it looks like he's busy with the out lap or in lap. Warrior 109.162. Let's take that off. I don't need that overlay. Of course, Kobus there looks like he invalidated or something, so he went back into the pits. I see Boss Otter has joined us. Welcome, Bossy. And to all the other drivers that's currently viewing, I'm not seeing this. There we go. That's much better. So, of course, our drivers tonight: Warrior, Jonah Slice, Arnogos, Robin, Black, Keycracker, Clinton Cole himself, Mr. Dreamstream, Kobus, Boss Otter, Weezo, Getaye, and I'm not sure who the player is. If somebody can just confirm for me who that is. Then, of course, we got Osman, Breut, Doohan, Gasly, Leclerc, well, Tsunoda, Lawson, and Hamilton. Of course, it's not drivers. They're just there to make the gap a bit further. So, another thing that Ray has brought in that everybody can have a look at, let me just switch off that leaderboard. Right, of course, is now our championship drivers. Of course, you can see there Warrior standing on 31 points, Getaye 27. Of course, last week Getaye got that 3-second penalty and that cost him the win. Quagga there on 22, Breut on 19, Weezo on 16, Robin on 14, and Clinton Cole just set the fastest lap, 1:08.9. Well done. Where was I? Right, Robin Scout, of course, 14. Let's go from Robin. Romany Slice, 12. Only Brandon on 10. Osborne on 8. Clinton Cole on 6. Key Cracker on 5. Taser Face on 4. Where Arno Black Boss, Dean Fergie, Frans Herman, Hypex, Quibus, and Waller, all of them on 0 points. Of course, together with that, we have also the driver standings, where you can see Ferrari currently on the top spot with 32, together with Hearts also 32, Williams 31, Aston Martin 27, Red Bull Honda Racing Team 20 points, Mercedes on 14, Racing Bulls, as we know the Baby Bulls, currently on 12, McLaren 6, Renault and Kickstarter both on 0 points. But I'm sure you guys are not here to have a look on the standings at this moment. You guys are here for these guys. So, Getaye there, he took the P1 position, 1:08.6. So it's taken away from Dreams Team, Mr. Clinton Cole. So let's go see who's out. Let's go on to Jonas Slice. Will he start his out lap? Looks like he's busy with a hot lap. No, he is going to start a hot lap now. So let's ride on board and let's give you some overlays. Right, turn 1 going into turn 2. Put throttle at a minimum, otherwise that car will spin up. Right, flat out through turn 3. Open the DRS. I don't know what the back view button is. Let's have a look if we can see something. No, not that. My apology. Right, uphill, going to turn 6, turn 7, quick 2 turns, little turns, then a slow right-hander, turn 8, going into the left-hander, turn 9, and as you go uphill, going into turn 10, it's also a slow right-hander, throttle out quickly if you get some momentum, going to turn 11, and of course, turn 12, where a lot of guys over-throttle and spin cars. I've got knowledge of that, so it happened a few times with me. Right up to turn 14, going to the last turn, just over the pit straight, finish straight, turn 15 of course, and as you go, and Jonas did a 1:08.85. Well done, Jonas, well done. So, let's have a look. Not at least good evening to you, Captain Slow. I hope he doesn't drive that way. Well, he can, and he will fly tonight. So we'll see what the Tier 1 drivers have in store for us. Right, so the Williams driver, I'm still not picking you up. Hopefully one of the guys that are viewing the live stream can message Key Cracker for me. Oh, why no, I can do it myself while we at it. Quibus won a 1:08.6. Well done, Quibus. I missed that. I do apologize. So let's see who is out. Warrior is busy. Looks like with an out lap or a hot lap, but he's not improving if he's busy with an hot lap. He's down on his sector times. Robin, let's go to Robin. Let's see what he's doing. Just give the telemetry some time. Or in sector 1, so he's also not improving on his times. I just want to have a look and see if he's busy with outlap or what's the story. Looks like he is busy with the hot lap, not an out lap. Let me switch on some ERX, then that will give me the telltale to see what's going on. Yeah, he is busy with the hot lap. Should have done that earlier. So, yellow sector 2, so he is not improving his time. Let's go see what Arno is doing. Arno is still in the pit. Nope, that's not Arno. That is Arno. Arno, of course, in the Mercedes. Yellow sector 1 is up by 1.3 seconds off his telemetry times here. Of course, going uphill into turn 6, just before he can cross his sector 2 times. We'll have a look and see if he improves on his times. Guys in the chat, will you just let me know if all the audio is fine, all the vocals, the game audio. I just want to make 100% sure you guys are happy. Joshua, good evening to you. I'm going to be a little quiet. I'm just messaging one of our admins quickly to resolve an issue. Give me a second, guys. Alright, thank you guys. Sorry for that. I just had to message one of the admins quickly. Right, let's see who. Kobus Getuie, Clinton Cole, Jonas last. Clinton Cole with the fastest sector 2. Let's go to him quickly. Wow, that's interesting. It showed me. Really, really weird. Key Cracker, turn 14. Let's see what he will do for us. Oh, he's going back to his pits. Let's go to Boss Otter. Let's see what Boss Otter will do. Right, so Boss Otter looks like, I think he's going to stop. He is busy with an outlet, not a hot lap. Right, while Boss Otter goes out, let's have a look quickly where Robin is. Is Robin on a hot lap? No, he's on the out lap. Let's have a look at Bruit. What's Bruit doing? Bruit is busy with his hot lap. As you go into turn 9, going busy with sector 2. 45% burning that ERS. Turn 10, of course, going to turn 11 and 12. Just before he hits the back straight. There we go, of course. Hold your car a bit down there in that last corner. Or that turn 12, turn 13 corner, otherwise your car will spin out. And Britt does a 109.3. Where was the Boss? Let's go to Boss quickly. Boss is in 7th place, just in front of Kobus, his teammates. Of course, Quibus and Boss both got the potential to go to P1 for qualifying. But I still see Boss is not using... Oh, okay, so he is in medium mode of his ERS. So which means you've got none, you've got medium, and you've got hot lap. So a few of the guys prefer to use the medium over the hot lap one, due to the fact your medium lasts so much longer than your regular hot lap. So you can see he's deploying it. Still with 70% left ERS, that puts him in 1:08.9. Of course, 2 minutes still left of our qualification session. I just want to keep an eye on Boss here. I think he's starting with another... Yeah, he is starting with another hot lap. So he's going to try and beat his time while he's out there with his soft tires. Let's go on board with him. Let's have a look. I just found my mouse. Look, the wrong button. I do apologize. Still all new to me. There we go. Right, let's have a look quickly. Turn 10 going to turn 11. Cap! What? Clinton Cole with a 1:08.5. I told you he was going to fly tonight. Right, Boss Otter. Personal best, sector 1 and 2. What will he do sector 3? He goes fast to sector 3, and he almost took Clinton Cole out of that P1 position. Wow, we won. 1:08.5, 1:08.535. What the difference does that make? So what's Clinton doing? So he's running back to the pits. I'm sure he's going to take that P1, but there's one guy that still can do it, and I think it's Hataya Levy, but I think Hataya invalidated. Oh man, yeah, he invalidated his lap, so he is going to take P4 if one of the bottom drivers like Warrior 109. No, okay, so he's going to stay in that position, so he's not going to improve. I just want to see if he's going to keep on going, and maybe. Yeah, he still can do it. Let's see if he can take another position or two away. Going to turn 4, going up to turn 5, uphill to turn 6. Hope the guys doesn't impede. Of course, ignore the yellow flags, it's just cars waiting to be passed to get out of the way for a driver that's on a hot lap. Turn 9, turn 10. Downhill, going uphill. Up to turn 11. Slow right-hander. Going on the left-hander. Uphill to turn 12. Miss your braking point, you'll keep on going forward. Turn 13, of course. Then we go up to turn 14. And last but not least, turn 15, crossing the start finish straight. Let's see what Warrior ends. He does a 1:09.519. So that puts him at P9, 1:09.036. Interesting. Really, really interesting. Let's go to Jonah. Okay, Jonah went back to the pits. Alright, so that will be our positions for tonight. Clinton Cole P1, Boss Otter P2, P3 Quibus, Hataya Levy, Arnu, Jonah Slice, Weezo, Keycracker, Warrior, Black, Robin Scout, Brewitt, Dean Fergie, and P13. Of course, on P14, Mr. Osman himself with a quality bag. Alright, okay, guys, interesting night for tonight. Again, welcome to all the viewers on YouTube. Sergeant Panda, Captain Slow, Marilise, Joshua, all you guys, welcome to the live stream. Of course, I am monologuing it tonight. From next week on, I'll probably have somebody with me. I'm not going to mention the name. I'm going to keep it a secret. He's going to co-commentate with me. You guys have just to wait and see who that will be. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Of course, there's also one of the new overlays that Race Array brought in, the standings for qualification. It will say race after the race. You have the capability to bring in all 20 drivers or 10, so I've just opted for the top 10 tonight, just to give a good feeling for all the new overlays that Race Array has put out for us. Okay, so interesting. I want to see if I can get Mr. Clinton Cole in here just for a quick interview. Let's see. Let's take that down, because otherwise you don't. Where's Clinton? There he is. I'm just going to port him in quickly for a quick interview. Move to streamers 1. Clinton Cole. Clinton, are you there? Oh, hold on. Clinton, you there? No? Okay, hold on. I'll see what the problem is. Let's try again. Clinton, you there?
I'm your Cooper.
There we go. I've got
Happy
him.
days.
There we go. I've just had to mute one of the back channels. Otherwise, you guys will hear a double Mr. Clinton Cole. Of course, Clinton. So let's take us through that hot lap of yours, man. What a lap.
Thanks, Cooper. Yeah, I pipped it at the end. The first lap I did on the softs was really just to get a feel of the track and that, so I didn't burn too much ERS or anything there. The second one, I actually went for it to try and see how low I could get it, and then realized this fuel is still too much. You know, it was too heavy, so I was losing about a tenth. So that was my decision on the final run, was to burn off a little bit more fuel before I prepped myself for the actual start of that lap, and wow, it worked. I just bit bossed.
Jeez, the boss was coming for you there, because we were on him while he did his final lap. And he was pushing that car, and I saw he had a purple sector, I think it was sector 3 in the end, but some way, somehow, you managed to pimp him there.
Yeah, it was just an amazing, and I looked at everybody. I mean, we're talking everyone's within half a tenth all the way to P10. It's crazy good. So it's going to be an exciting race, but you needed to be on pole over here. Brazil, turn 1, tough
Absolutely.
one.
Well, you're going to get a lot of info for Wednesday night's race. So
I sure am.
I hope you're going to share it with everybody. AKA
well, I will, absolutely.
Wings, AKA wings, AKA setup.
Oh, I'll get the wings. I'm running a 30-22 tonight, so anybody that wanted to know.
50-50.
No, it's not a 50-50, 30-22, and yeah, it seems to be quite settled over there.
And then tell me what the tire pressures, where's that at?
For the qualies, I dropped the rear tire pressures only. You know, I try to get more grip out of the tail. It seemed to have worked because I did it on the last run, so that definitely helped me out with a little bit more traction. But yeah, when it comes to the race now, your right-hand sides are taking such a punishment here. So I've lifted everything up on the right and a few clicks down on the left, you know, to try and get the balance of the Thames right. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens when we drive.
All right. Well, good luck to you and for the rest of the drivers. Clinton, I don't know. I saw Dean Fergie left. I'm not sure if he's back yet. Can you just ask one of the other admins to help him out? Just to try
to get him back in?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's back yet. I saw he left, but I didn't saw that he came back in yet.
All right, I will do.
All right, in the same breath, just let him switch on his telemetries. I can't pick him up. He's the only driver that we can't see of his telemetries.
Will do, brother.
All right, super. I'm going to port you back, and good luck and have fun.
Enjoy the stream. Ciao, man.
All right, who was your teammate? Mr. Black. Uh-oh, good luck.
Ciao, everyone.
All right, guys, we're going to give a bit of a break for the guys. They do have 5 minutes, but I think there is about 2 or 3 minutes left. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, welcome back everybody. I'll just let the guys finish up the formation lap before I switch over to the official start of the Brazil Interlagos race GP. So guys, quickly, before they start, who you guys think will take that P1 position tonight? Let's go there, let's go there. Right, it's lights out. Well, almost. And here we go. Right. Oh, there's a Mercedes that's spun there in the background. Not sure what happened. Of course, Clinton got a good start. I just want to pop down to the rest of the back cars. Virtual safety car. Oh, there's a Haas and a Red Bull that came together. Of course, there looks like Key Cracker and Weezo that came together there in the background. Virtual safety car, which means the guys need to drop their speed by 24% and keep under. Apologies guys, my mic just cut off for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Right, but like I was explaining, they need to stay under their delta. Otherwise they can get a penalty for that. Guys, I just want to do one setting in the background. If you mind, give me a second. Done. Thank you. Right, let's go back to Clinton Cole there. P1. Of course, Krubber's there on his rear tail there, or under exhaust. After Krubber's, it's Boss Otter, but you can see clearly that Clinton Cole is pulling away. On the mediums, I don't see any guys except 1, 2, 3 guys on hard tires that's going to try and make the long stint. There we go, sorry for that, I just need to take that overlays off. And it looks like it's going to be clear race in 5 minutes, still clear. So yes, it's going to be an enjoyable race for the drivers. That's definitely on. So let's keep an eye on what the guys will do tonight. So there is a few penalties already that I see there. 2 guys there. Arno with the 10 seconds. Key Cracker also with 10 seconds. One warning looks like, yeah, that's about it. I'll keep it up to date and up to speed, but all the penalties as the guys go along. So of course there we've got Clinton Cole P1, Curvis P2, Dean Fergie in P3, Warrior P4. Great combination of drivers there. Both Williams got to score some nice points if they finish like that. Of course, it's still early days, anything can happen in the main race. Then P5 we've got Brewitt, P6 Weezo, P7 Jonas Slice, P8 Mr. Black himself, P9, well, looks like they're going to change positions or not, no, still the same. Right, P9 we've got Key Cracker, P10 Khataya Navi, of course also in the running for the overall P1. Let's go to P11, that is Robin. Of course there, P12 Osman, P13 Boss Otter, P14 Ivan Close. Guys, again, welcome to the live stream there. Cash, Will, Solomon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Detlef Straw, I see you there in the live chat. And why are you chatting while we need to drive? Good luck, brother. Only saw certain men can multitask. And I think you're one of them, looks like it. Right, it's going to be a close battle. Over 1 second. My mic sounds tinny. I think your phone is tinny, Mr. Captain Slow. There's nothing I can do about it. All my stuff is set to the correct settings. So I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. Can you confirm? Does it sound a bit tinny? I'll try and fix it at the back in the background. So it was the same settings as last week, so I don't understand what's going on. Lap 4 out of 36. The only thing I can do is try and put my mic closer to my mouth. Otherwise I'll need to take off all my... Sorry guys. Not sure what's going on with my mic. It keeps on cutting out. Sorry guys, let me just try and fix this in the background. Okay, hopefully that will work. Just let me know if it still sounds a bit crappy or it cuts out, and I'll try and fix it. Sorry guys for that. My apologies. Alright, going back to the main race. Lap 5 out of 36. Captain Clinton Colder P1, Corvus P2. Boss had a huge drop in cars, so let's have a look what the gain and losses are. Right, Corvus 1 up, 6 for Warrior, up 9 D Fergie, Weezer up 2 positions, Jonas Size he's equal to his starting position, Container Lily dropped 3 positions, Brut went up 4, Black went up 1, Keycracker went down 2, Robin stayed in his current positions, and as I say, he's got another warning there. Robin Osman jumped up with 2 positions, Boss there with 11 positions dropped. Of course, Arnogos as well, but I think there was a bit of argy-bargy there, and hopefully they can resolve that in the FIA. So yeah, guys, tell me, who do you want to watch? Who do you want me to view? Let's see where the closest battles are. Right, between Fergie and Weezer, let's go to them. Looks like there's a nice battle brewing. Got Warrior, Fergie, Weezer, and Slice. And Getaye Levy, and Brut chasing them as well. Nice battle between P4 up to P8. Of course, Black there with a 1.8 second gap. Behind him is Keycracker that's chasing him down. Of course, Robin is also in that last, or the backpack, chasing Black. Osman there with a 1.4 second gap, and behind him is Boss Otter with a 9.2 second gap. Interesting little battle. You can see the guys open the DRS wheels. Let's have a look on Warrior. Where is Warrior? He's a bit weird. Oops, my bad. So Warrior has no DRS currently, but he only has ERS to help him boost his car and try and battle those guys with ERS and DRS. There you can see Warrior sitting on 37% of ERS, while Dean Fergie is sitting with 64-65% ERS. Of course, also has the DRS available when in his DRS zone. Of course, you will see the sectors there changing as well. Let's have a look on driver number 5. I think that is the Weezer behind him. No, that one, sorry. Weezer there, and Jonas Slice behind them. There we go. So you can see the sector differences between them, as well as what the average lap time is. There you can see how time loss they lost during that lap. Standing on a 2.4, 2.6 somewhere average there lost of time of that previous lap. Alright, gap to leader also. You can see there's a bit of a gap between Warrior and Clinton Cole. Of course, a 5.2 second gap, and the rest of the guys to follow him. Fastest lap currently sitting on Brut with a... No, that's a lie. Why is Brooke fast? It should be Getaye with a 1:11.2. Oops, there's a bit of a glitch. Alright, let's have a look what the tyre ages are. All of them currently on 7 laps, other on 6, and it looks like T-Cracker just went into the pits and set himself a set of hearts. What the tyre wear, let's have a look. Standing on 27 in the front, 45 on the back for Clinton Cole. 35 on the back, so a lot of 35s there. 139, that's Getaye Libby, so he's pushing that car to the ultimate capability that car can do. So he's got the highest rear tyre bead. Clinton Cole with corner cutting warning. What happened to Clinton Cole? Oh, there's a battle between him and Quivers. But Quivers caught him there, and now Clinton needs to fight for that position to get it back. Let's quickly see what tyre ages are. We've got that, it's 8 lap. I want to see what the tyre temperature says. Oh, they're all in the green, so that tyres are an optimal range for that mediums. Tyre wear currently on 50% on the rears. For Clinton, you can see there the open wing. That's because of the DRS zone that's in. 40% on the for Quivers on the rears, and you can also see here on the right hand side, his left front and right front is evenly going down, as well as the rear tires. For Clinton, they're 52% on those rear tires. Let's see what Quivers is wearing on his tires are. 29, 27 in the front, 43, 42 in the rear. So it's an even dig on these tires. So it looks like the medium tires is the ones to be to battle for the opening stint. Of course, everybody, there is another channel running for the tier 3. Sorry, my apologies. The tier 3, that's on Junko's channel. Go over to them, tell them Cooper sent you, tell them how's it, Junko, and thank you for sharing us his channel to do the tier 3 streams. Junko, from everybody, our side, thank you very much. Oh, a little left to right to there from Clinton Cole. I want to quickly view Clinton here. I think this is going to be an interesting battle between these two for that P1, P2 position. Warrior there, of course, with a 4.8 second gap. Let's see, I know he had a battle with Dean Fergie, but he's currently under pressure from Getaye Levy. And behind Levy, it's Weezer. So this is a nice DRS train for me. If Dean Fergie can catch up with that 1.2 second gap, that is going to be an interesting battle. Right down from P3 all the way down to P8. I know Warrior is working hard to break that gap between Getaye Levy and himself. Because if Getaye stays within 1 second in that DRS zone, you actually could see that. I saw it there in the last second that Getaye tried to build up some ERS to try and gain some time up on Warrior. And Warrior in the meantime was trying to battle to break that ERS zone between himself and Getaye. Let's have a look at what is driver in front, driver behind. Right, so Getaye and Weezer, that's not the correct overlay I'm looking for. There we go, Warrior and Getaye Levy. This will give you sort of an idea what the ERS situation is between himself and Getaye, and between Getaye and Warrior. Alright, let's pop quickly over to Clinton Cole and Quivers' battle. It looks like Quivers is putting a little bit of a gap between himself and Clinton, but Clinton went to the pit, so he's going to go in and set himself a set of hearts. Let's have a look. All tires come off, new tire goes on. Let's see what the pit stop time is. Probably 19 or 22 seconds. There you go, 22.3. Gap that or time that you lose in the pits. Setting a set of new tires. Junker with corner cuts and warning there. Of course, by the end of this or the end of this race, let's say about in the last 7 to 5 laps, you will see the penalties come in like crazy due to the fact of the tire being on this track. But it looks like it's an even deal, and hopefully that heart will come into play a bit later for Clinton Cole to regain that position from Quivers. But I think Clinton went for the undercut over Quivers, so Quivers needs to pit now and try to cover that undercut, but there's a lot of traffic in front of Clinton, so Clinton can't push as much as he wants. Let's see if he can overtake Osman there. Nice clean overtake. Thank you, Osman, staying out of the way. Of course, what is a race without veering? Well, veering. Mr. Black. That's not Black. You would have to be sorry for that. That is Black, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, he's always moaning for not having some airtime. So, Black, there's your airtime. And that's it. Thank you. That's all you're getting for tonight. So, let's go to the back there. Let's see if Quivers and Black is fighting. Ooh, there's a little bit of touch there. Black needs to try and give way to his teammate, because that Black is not in the... Oof, sorry guys. Black is not in the contest for that P1 position. So it looks like the papaya rules are coming in. There you can see Clinton finally overtake Black. Black, of course, there with 26% of wing damage. Right front wing there. That means the end plate is missing. You can clearly see Black's end plate is missing in action. Let's see the Warrior. Oh, the Black spun there. That doesn't look like it. Alright, Warrior and Weezer. P1, P2, and Dean Fergie right behind them in P3. Guys, I'm just going to have a quick break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I am back. Took a lot quicker than I thought it would. Alright, Warrior P1, Weezer P2, Brit P3. Wow, Brit came out of nowhere. I think he's going to try and push that hearts to the limit, or to the maximum tire wear that he can get out of that hearts. So we did see in the past you can take those hearts up to at least 80%, 80 to 85% in the rears, and then they will start losing tire pressure or burst, as everybody say these days. Warrior P1. Warrior, of course, our current driver championship for the tier 2 class. Out of there with the corner cuts and warning. Right, Brits overtakes him, but I think Weezer went into the pits. Or it was a clear overtake. Warrior in the pits, Weezer in the pits. Let's have a look on the POV. Take you a pit stop. You can see him. Second hard compound for Weezer. Right, so our current winner or current P1 driver is Bruit, currently sitting on 51% on the right, 45 on the left, 36 on the left, and 43 in the front. So I think he's going to try and take the maximum out of those holds that he can. Of course, in second place, Quibus, Robin P3, and Clinton the MP4, but Clinton is battling to pass him. Because he needs to try and catch up to Quibus, that's in P2 currently. That's building a gap as Clinton needs to battle the back markers. Well, not the back markers, but guys that still need to pit. There you can clearly see. Right now he has some clean air and try and go catch Quibus. .7 gap between Quibus and Brut. I think Brut may be going to the pits in the next lap or two, because those tire wear is starting to drop like crazy, and the guy in P2 Quibus is going to catch him as if he's looking for parking. You can clearly see not huge gap between them, but he is catching him. And behind them is Mr. Brazil Fly Zone. Our very own Captain Brazil Fly Zone, aka Dreamstream, aka Clinton Cole, aka. Please carry on in the chat with that. Let's see where we end up. The problem is, will they survive it? But catch that video Wednesday night. I'm going to ask him to play it because it's actually quite funny. For those who already viewed it, leave a comment. Let's see what the rest of the guys can try and figure it out. If they can try and see what the cause was. What we are talking about. Alright, 2.3 seconds between Brut and Quibus. Jonko corner cutting. Let's have a quick look at the penalties while we are speaking of that. Right, we've got a warning for Bruit, warning for Clinton. I tell you there with the 3-second penalty, of course, sitting with the fastest lap. Jonas Slice, 2 warnings. Robin Scout, 3 warnings and 3 seconds. Arno Gous, 1 warning and a 10-second penalty. I think that 10-second penalty came from speeding in the pit lane. Of course, they're black with another 3 seconds. So his total tally is 6. And Key Cracker on 13 seconds. I think he also got a speed limit pit entry with a 3-second penalty. Well, you can see there clearly Quibus is catching quite fast onto Bruit. That's just to show you what the new tire versus an old tire does. I think Bruit is trying, like I said, he's doing the long stint, trying to gain some positions over where he started at. So I think he will probably go down to at least P7 or 8 and try and catch up positions from there, and I think he'll probably end up in either P6 or P5 depending what the tire wear for the other drivers will be. Jeffrey Cole, welcome man, welcome to the live stream. Clinton, go. Now I need to find out, is Is this the Jeffrey that I know, or is it the different Jeffrey Cole? But I think it's Jeffrey. I think I know it is. Of course, Clinton's brother. Well, there we can see clearly a side-by-side battle between Clinton and Quibus for the P1. Of course, Clinton had the advantage of DRS, and Quibus only has ERS. But in the next DRS zone, Quibus will now have the advantage of the DRS, where Clinton will only be available or have available the ERS for trying to defend that position from Quibus. P3, Dean Fergie P4, Jonas Slice P5, Warrior P6, P7 Weezo, P8 Robin, P9 Brit, P10 Black, P11 Boss, P12 Osmond, P13 Keycracker, and P14 Arno. Arno went in and set herself as set of mediums. Right, current gap between Quibus and Clinton, it's 0.8, so Quibus will there have the advantage of DRS in the next zone. You'll probably see it there, opens the wing, and now the chase is on for that position, but Clinton smartly defends that turn from Quibus. Let's go on to them, or on to Quibus, while he tries to battle Clinton go for that V1 position. Put the Halo's on. It's going to be an interesting battle between these two to see who will be on the top step of the podium tonight. Getting a little bit sideways there. Clinton Cole trying to push that car. Now he needs to defend this, but he knows he can't do anything about it because DRS wing is open for Quibus, and now all that Clinton needs to do is tuck in behind Quibus and try and gain that position back on the next DRS. Clinton is building some DRS, he's recharging. Let's have this on the driver ahead. Quibus currently on 26, 27. Clinton is building DRS and he's going to try and take him on this back straight. Let's see what he does. Deploying, there we go. Quibus there with 10%. I think it won't take it because Clinton was a bit too far. So I think Clinton needs to save that energy and try and take him in the next DRS zone that's just around the corner. I think it's turn after turn 3. Let's see what he does. It's a bit too far for him. Maybe. But he is building DRS. So I think he's going to wait until the next DRS zone that is the start finish straight. Try and take or take down Quibus. But Clinton can't fall that far behind due to the fact that he needs to stay within 1 second of the activation zone, if I can say it like that, and then he will only have available the DRS. Currently is out of that, they just put back in. Let's just check if see if he can get into that zone. Looks like he's there. Let's see, does he have that DRS? No, he does not have the DRS. So he needs to use all his DRS to try and catch up to Quibus there, with Quibus currently on 9%. and trying to build as much ERS as possible. And Clinton has the 60% of ERS, and he can probably have the DRS. No, he doesn't have DRS. I thought for a moment he will have DRS. Oh, Cooper's got a little tail whip there. Right. Let's get out of this view. And let's see what does the other drivers do. We'll keep an eye on these two and see what they does, because they're going to chop and change positions as the race go on. Currently 25 out of 36. So let's go to Jonas Slice. There's a bit of a battle behind him. Dean Fergie in front there. Jonas Slice, Warrior, and of course Weezo. P4 all the way down to P7 now. Bit of a gap between him and Bruett. 6-second gap, and there's a lot of gaps behind them. I see Boss is behind Black, so let's go to that battle quickly. Let's see what they are doing. Over there, there's Black, and Boss is the 6/10 behind Black. The question is, will Boss take him in the final straight? Both of them, or not both of them, Robin there with the penalty, and well as Black. I think Black had 6 seconds the last time we checked, and Boss has only 1 or 2 warnings, maybe 3 now. Let's have a look quickly what the warning situation is. Boss has got 1, where Black has 6 penalties. So Boss needs to do and try to catch up, because I think there's a bit of a gap between Boss and Robin, or Black and Robin, a 12-second gap. Osmond there with another warning. Right, let's go back to these battles here. P5. Dean Fergie, Jonas Slice, Warrior, and Weezo. I see Weezo dropped a bit back there. He's in 1.7 gap behind these guys. There we go. Officially 10 laps to go. Who will be our P1 driver for tonight? Uh-oh. Clinton went to the pits. What has he done? That gave Quivers just P1. But I think Clinton is going for the fastest lap. Right, Quivers P1, Getaya P2, Dean Fergie P3, Jonas Slice of course there P4, Warrior P5, Weezo P6, Bruett P7, Robin P8, Clinton Cole P9 with a set of softs, Boss Otto P10, Black P11, P12 Osman, P13 Arno, and bringing up the rear is P14, Keycracker. That 28 out of 36 penalty for car 15. I think that was Black. Again, speeding in the pits, Black. So both McLarens went to a set of softs. What is this plan here? One of them are going to try and pimp that Getaya fastest lap. We'll keep an eye on them and see what they are doing, or what they will do actually. Clinton with the fastest sector 2. Question is, will he keep that up? Let's see what he does on the finish straight. Fastest lap, Dream Stream Clinton Cole with a 1:10.4. Question, and now my different question is, what's Black doing? Is he also going to try and take that fastest lap away from Clinton, his teammate? Matej Levy with another warning there, corner cutting. And yes, there is points available from 1 till 15. So all of the drivers will receive points for tonight. And of course, Clinton will get a bonus point for fastest lap. You see there, Black running on his hot lap. So he's going to try and go for Clinton's fastest lap. That was the 1:18, an 18-second split. So there's, nah, doesn't look like Black is going to take that P1 or the fastest lap away from Clinton. He was 0.1 over Delta, or slower than Clinton Cole's sector 1. Let's see what he does on sector 2. Will it be green? Will it be purple? Will it be orange? Alright, sector 2 finished fastest. Sector green, that's a personal best, but it's not purple. So I don't think he will take away that fastest lap away from Clinton. No. Well, nice try, Black. Well tried. Alright, go back to Kubis. Our current P1 pole position driver with a 7.7 gap away from Kataya Levy. Of course, one of our new drivers, Dean Fergie, sorry, my apology, currently in P3, and Warrior is chasing down Dean Fergie because there is a bit of a, not a huge gap, points difference in total, but currently, if Warrior finishes P4, there will be more points awarded to Kataya. But I think in the overall position, Warrior will still be P1 and Kataya will be closer, within a point or two differ between him and Warrior. I know that would mean Warrior P1, Kataya still P2. Osman there with the corner cutting as well. Right, Jonas Slice, let's go to his battle between him and Weezer. Of course, the big bull and the baby bull fighting for positions. The question is, will the big bull give the baby bull that position? I don't think so. Squirvers P1, 8.1 second gap between him and Kataya Levy. But I see Kataya has a penalty, 3-second penalty with 5 warnings. So one more warning and that brings his tally up to 6 points, or 6 penalty points. And that will give Warrior the opportunity to take away P2 from Kataya. No, there is a bit of a gap still. No, there's not. It's the gap is between Kubis and Kataya. So, yeah, Warrior needs to hope and pray that Kataya gets another warning, and I think that will take P2 away from Kataya and drop a position behind either Warrior or Dean Fergie. 40% on the left, 36 on the right for Quibus. That's his front tires. The back ones are sitting on 56 on the left and 54. So it's quite a nice even dig on the tires. So it looks like there's enough or similar left than right turns on Interlagos, Brazil. Getay with a 9.3 second gap, and behind the Getay is Warrior. Warrior's trying to catch Getay to get over that under that 3 second penalty gap. So there is a possibility if Warrior pushes hard, he can try and take that position away from Getay. Right, behind Warrior it's Dean. And behind Dean is Weezer with a 2.3 second gap. Of course, behind Weezer, Jonas Slice, 1.7. Behind Jonas Slice, it's Bruit. Behind Bruit, it's Clinton Cole. Behind Clinton, it's Boss Otter. And Robin there in P10 behind Boss Otter. Alright, lap 34 out of 36. I think it's 2 laps still available. Let's go back to our current P1 driver, Quibus. Then Getay. Then Warrior. The question is, will Warrior push that Williams to a P2? Let's wait and see. There is 2 more laps available. So where's all the Warrior fans, guys? Let's give it to Warrior. Let's push him and try and let's get him to that P2 position. Sorry, Getay. Of course, 9 second gap between him and Quibus. So all that Quibus needs to do is run smoothly and nicely. Cruise smoothly and cruise nicely. Here we go. Ho, 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 ho. 2.8, 2.9 seconds behind Getay. Of course, Quibus starting the final lap. We'll go over to Quibus, but I want to see if Getay can take that P2 available or take that P2 away from Getay. 2.7. Looks like there is a possibility. You can see the guys are quite nicely spread out. So yeah, I want to keep an eye on this Warrior Getay Lady battle. I'll go over to Quibus in a minute as he finishes P1 position. But the interesting battle is between Warrior and Getay. Remember, these two are in fighting position for the Drivers' Championship. Ooh. And with that, it's definitely going to look like Getay is going to drop position and even down to P4, maybe P5. Because I think Getay had a spun somewhere. Oh, sorry, Quibus. My apology. Right. There we go. Warrior took it, and Getay bailed out. I'm not sure why. And down to P5 he goes. Right, so as the last guy's crossing, let's go all the way down to black. because he's probably going to be the last guy that's going to finish for us. And that will be our race for tonight. Quibus, Warrior, and Dean Fergie. P1, P2, and P3. Congratulations to Quibus, congratulations to Warrior, as well as Dean Fergie in P3. Whoop. Sorry, Black, recorded it right. Well, there we go, everybody. What a race, and what a race it was. So I'm going to see who is available for a quick chat with us. Hang in there. I'm going to try and sort that out for you. Let's bring the classification up. It will pop on in a second. Let's have a look. Where is Quibus? There is Quibus. Let's port him in. Streams 1. Right, I've got Quibus. Quibus, you there? Quibus, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, super. Quibus, hang in there. I'm just trying to find P2. That was Warrior.
Okay.
Move to streamers. And then Dean Fergie. Dean Fergie. Why don't I see your teammate Warrior?
How's it?
How's it, man? Where's your teammate?
I've got no idea.
Dean, if you're watching on the live stream, we want to have an interview with you. If you don't want to, it's also fine. Then I'll just carry on. Guys, quickly, who's the driver of the day? That would be Dean Fergie.
Dean.
Wow! Third place and driver of the day.
Nice.
Well done to Dean. A double whammy for him. Right, let's have a look quickly and see if he's around somewhere in the chats. I don't see him. Either there or up there. No. All right. Warrior.
Yes.
How did you find it? How was the race? And tell the guys for Tier 1 what was your wing setup?
Well, I ran a 20 front and a 9 rear wing. So I had a lot of straight line speed.
So you had a lot of straight line. That explains a lot why you caught Getaya there at the end.
Yeah, also, when I was going through Sector 2, the pop-up told me, or the engineer told me, the car in front is running out of fuel.
Out of fuel?
So, I think Getaya ran out of fuel.
So he underfueled his car. That's interesting. It's the first time I heard that happens.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys underfuel, especially if they preempt a safety car or something like that. But
correct.
Yeah. But otherwise, the set was, the mediums were very nice. I pushed it to lap 60 to get a one stop, but the mediums held up quite nice. Even the hards did as well.
Oh, great.
I think my hards were barely touching 50% right at the end, but it was really well. The turns were good, solid pace the whole time. No issues.
Oh, great to hear that. Tell me, your qualifying, how did you find that? Was it difficult? Was there any trouble with other cars?
I had no trouble with other cars. I created myself a nice gap when I needed to go. There was nobody really behind me, so that wasn't an issue. I did the first lap. It looked fine. Just I did notice I had to do 2 laps to get the tires up to temp. So doing the out lap, then doing like a warm-up lap, and then hard lap. Otherwise, the tires were still too cold that first shot. Did a 109.1. It was decent.
Decent. Oh, well, that's great to hear. Did you have any view of that incident that happened in turn 1? I think there was
I saw 2 cars go off the left, and that's it, and I went past.
I think it was a Red Bull and maybe a Haas, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So, yeah, I hope they will sort it out. The FII can sort that out if it gets reports. But, yeah. All right. We don't have a Division 2. Sorry for that. A P3 here. So, Quibus?
Yes.
The main man tonight.
Yeah, when we started off, had an awful qualifying. Went out on the first set of tires, invalidated, I think, around corner number 7. Came in for a new set, went out, put up a banker. I think it was a 186 or something like that.
Yes.
And immediately after that, I started my new lap. Well, went in first set of new tires, and I thought the lap wasn't good enough, but I was up 3 tenths. But I thought, let's put on the third set and let's go as late as possible. So I didn't finish that lap. I went into the pits,
Okay.
and my final lap was just a disaster. I think turn 4 invalidated it. So I wasn't happy. I thought I had the pace to start from pole, but yeah, after in the race after corner 1. Boss had a slow restart behind the virtual safety car, overtook him, and then me and Clinton had a nice battle throughout the race.
Yes, we saw
I'm not
that.
sure what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to. I think he lost a wing actually, or maybe a piece of his wing. I think that's why he pitted the third or the second time. I'm not sure actually. I just need to check that. But we had an awesome battle, nice and clean. It was great racing.
Oh, great to hear that. Great to hear that. Of course, Wednesday, guys, it's the Tier 1. Any tips you want to go give the Tier 1 drivers?
Yeah, well, the medium tire I felt was a tire to be on.
Yes.
Super nice grip, especially from the start as well. Definitely you should start on a medium tire
Yes.
and go as long as you can.
All right, super. There you go, Tier 1s. You heard it from our P1 driver. Put on the softs at the start and you will not finish the race. So, no, that's completely false. Don't do it. Listen to the drivers that just went through it. They will tell you, go with the mediums, put your wings on 0-0, and win the damn race. Guys, from my side, thank you very much once again to all our sponsors, CMH, Suzuki, Race Array, and LNA Number Plates and Signs. Thank you very much for sponsoring us this season. Hopefully, we'll see you next season again. But next week, where are we next week, guys? Anybody know?
Second, and that would be USA for a sprint.
Oh, that's
Something
going to
else.
be interesting. Which USA track will that be? That will be
Miami.
Miami. We're in Miami. No, I'm not going to say that word. It's child free.
Our P3 says he can't find the channel.
Our P3 says, where is he? I don't see him in any channel.
Yeah.
Dean, if you can hear me, go to one of our lobby tiers. I will pick you up there if you can just go there. Because I don't see you in any other lobby. Let's give it a minute or two. Lobby 1, lobby 2. There we go, Dean. I've got you. Give me a second. I'm just porting you in. Move to Streamers 1. Dean, are you here?
Yeah, there were.
There we go, Dean. Let me just drop your volume a bit here. Give me a second. All right, super. Dean.
Okay.
Dean.
Ibo.
Wow, what a race from your side, my friend. P3
Oh, shot, like that.
and driver of the day. A double whammy. Congratulations, man.
Oh.
Take us through your race. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was my first race with Fusion. Started from the back. I had some issues though in qualifying, so that's why I only did one run. But yeah, coming from the back, it was cool. Enjoyed the battles.
Interesting. Any interesting news or something that happened between you and a driver? Give us a bit of update there.
With Warrior and myself, I think it was a good team battle. And you know, inter-team battles going on there. I was trying to fight for that P3 with that 3-second penalty ahead. But yeah, I think I just lost it near like 2 laps to go. My tires gave out there. Yeah.
Well, at the end, you did receive your P3. I heard a little birdie that your guy in front that had P2 ran out of fuel.
Oh, yeah. In the horse.
Correct. That will be Khataya Levy, and he is fighting for Drivers' Championship with Warrior. And I'm not sure where he ended with this race, because I think it was about 7 or 8 at the end. But that gave Warrior a bit of breathing space between themselves. But yet it's still early days. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah.
And that automatically gave you that third place position. But congratulations. Dean.
No.
Thanks, buddy. Right, cool. Everybody that's out there on the YouTube channel, guys, thank you very much. Quick shout out to, almost said Getaya. Whoops. Sergeant Panda, Marlies, Jeffrey Cole, Captain Slow, Detlef Straw, who's still, I saw a John there somewhere. Quibus, Westhuizen. Quibus, is that you?
That's me.
All right, thank you, Quibus. Yeah, that's the guy I do pick up here. Guys, once again, thank you much for staying with me for the live stream. We'll see you next week in USA, Miami, for the sprint race. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to play you the driver interview. And we'll see you next week, Monday. Same time, same place. Cheers.